It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, it's Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Christian Kirk deep to return it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down, Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, Mixon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
On the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Mike 6. Mike 6. Watch the out. Watch the out. No. Hawk 70.
Here's Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's the option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And out. It's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Colts nothing.
Second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun is Eason. Being chased out left. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
A 6-yard loss.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the...
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action with Eason. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Eason. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
3-yard line.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 20-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
4-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow steps away to his left. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's another Bengals.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news. The good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Burrow looking for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First and 10, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left, and that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now an option play on second down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Bengals. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
A pickup of 13 yards.
On third down, they're going to go with the option.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
They run the option on second down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
17-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He completes this one to Mack. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Eason on second down.
Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second
down. Here's Eason.
16-yard line.
And that's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete to
the passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Looking to run with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Eason sets to throw it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 and the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Eason going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And they'll indeed take a knee. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.